150K Bitcoin by September 2024. That's right, you heard me. 150K Bitcoin by September 2024. That's about 3 months, 3 to 4 months from now, depending on when in September it would hit. That is the current noise from the peanut gallery of all the fake TA gurus, all the shillers, the grifters, the analysts, the economists, everybody who's pushing for that narrative for whatever reasons. And they all have their own different reasons, but the bottom line is it's a grift. Now, why do I say that? Okay, because first of all, that's a very round number. Okay? It's not likely to hit exactly that number. Right? If anything, if it goes anywhere near there, above or below it, the VEPs will tell you what the actual targets would be if it went anywhere near there. Secondly, if you actually look at the VEPs at the moment, you will see that while it is not out of the realm of probabilities entirely, on some time frames, it is certainly not looking like it has to shoot up there, and could certainly linger around between where it is and even below, anywhere still under 6 figures by September. Now, is it possible that that will change? Sure, it's possible. Is the probability very high that it will absolutely reach 150K by September? At the moment, no. That is not the overwhelming probability. Right? The probability is that it will move between where it is on the low side. Let's say you look at the 7-day or weekly forecasts, get down to around, the low 50s, possibly even lower, but let's just say the low 50s, to where it would revert to the mean, to the power mean, the 30 power mean on the smoothing length 10, which is currently rising week after week. Right now it's around 54.5. So it could hit between there and probably someplace higher and revert to that power mean, or it could continue to rise before going back down there, or it could even dump a little, get closer to it, as it did some weeks ago, right, when it went down to about 56, and it was only about like 6 or 8K away from it, when at the time the power mean was around 48K, something like that. So it is entirely possible it will range from there on the downside to nowhere above 99K, 97K on the upside. Of course it can change, but simply buying into a narrative because somebody with a lot of followers, right, or somebody with a loud soapbox said, oh, this is going to be how it's going to be. That is just simply not the case. Okay, they can tell you whatever they want to tell you, and yes, even I will tell you that Bitcoin operates according to the maths, and that to date we've seen the probabilities play out in a way that also happens to demonstrate that the maths of things like the power law are in fact well played out over a long period of time. But that does not mean that we are going to see necessarily something like a doubling of the PA within the next month or two, or 3 or 4. Okay, just because it's happened every halving for the last 3 halvings doesn't mean it has to happen on this 4th halving. Can it? Sure. Does it have to? No. So trying to, get into an over leveraged long or whatever, hoping it's going to hit 150K at some point 3 or 4 months from now, is frankly a very foolish move. Right? The way to make consistent, profitable gains creating any asset, let alone the world's most volatile asset, is to trade low time frame volatility. That's what we do at Alpha Trading. We trade the VEPs, volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics, and we trade it on low time frames because that's where the occurrences of opportunity exist the most. That's where they happen the most. That's where you get to exploit the inefficiencies of the random market the most. And yes, the market is random most of the time. Look at any time frame on Bitcoin or any asset really, and you'll see with our lovely entropy indicators that the assets are in random walk mode most of the time, and they're in trending mode only a very small percentage of the time, far less than half the time. So there you go, another short trading video. Happy Bitcoin trading. See ya.